रेडी टेक वन छोड़ दे फोन
फोन एडिक्ट्स
नहीं मैं उधर देख रहा था टॉपिक देख रहा था सॉरी
दिल्ली के बच्चे
the city take one of which show is the name London Unfiltered first episode jitters take one okay hello guys welcome to our podcast my name is Ayan Sohail I am with Pratik Joshi and our special guest
Ritika Mansinghka MSc International Marketing course representative class topper basically everything that
and Mumbai so you know a very good person in general so welcome to the podcast we're going to talk about anything and everything and you know what I hope you enjoy so we're just going to start by introducing each other because you don't know us and we don't know you
but soon you will
not creepy at all.
okay so my name is Ayan Sohail I am from Mumbai the best city in the world I am in what is my degree? I don't remember. My degree is in MSc Economics and Finance, so I'm the smartest guy here. And yeah, so that's all about me. I used to live here back up until 2011, so I know the place a little better than Pratik.
I'm from the second best city in the universe,
You wish.
Delhi.
Because the universe ends in Delhi. Delhi is its own universe.
That
But yes,
and Ritika.
Yeah, hi, I'm Ritika. I'm studying MSc International Marketing here. I'm from Mumbai as well, and I'm excited to be here. So thanks for inviting me.
thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
A big shout out to Ritika. She's our first guest.
Yay.
Itna bhi वहाँ मत दे.
Ouch.
We had to like choose so many dates.
Get her head up. She'll become famous and she'll forget us.
Yeah, Ritika is leaving for India on 15th now. By the time you come here, you would have become a big celebrity.
So yeah, I think let's just start with the first talking point, and that is the difference in cultures.
Yeah.
Where we come from, and I guess do you want to start with something?
I think the biggest, weirdest thing that I actually came across when I came was waiting to cross the road. So like pressing the button. Being a Mumbaiker, used to just like run on the street though.
There's no concept of zebra crossings in Mumbai. There are paintings, but that's all they are, which is very yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but let's just don't discuss about Delhi. Traffic.
Telling you it's a different universe. You shouldn't even try.
Yeah. No, but यहाँ पर I've noticed the road. It depends on where you are, and that really affects the people on the road and driving and walking. So if you're in a rich locality, like right now we're in zone 1, and if we go on a zebra crossing where it is optional for a car to stop, the car will stop because there are more rich people here. And when I'm in zone 5, yeah, but when I'm in zone 5 na, no one stops at an optional stop. I have to pull out the old hand. It does. Yeah, I have to do this. Like, let me go.
This full Indian scene.
Yeah, the full Indian thing.
Yeah, that's so right.
I had no idea like there's zone after like zone 4 before meeting you. For me, it was still like acha zone 4.
Delhi people in their own world.
Yeah.
Special side.
We need to remember this is a podcast, not the roast of Pratik Joshi.
South Bombay to South London.
South Bombay to South London. Yes. But then there's that difference also, because South Bombay is hot.
Yeah.
South London is
Different hot. Yeah, South Delhi, South Bombay.
South London is the Gurgaon of London.
But South Bombay and like the other parts of Bombay, it's again like two contrasting worlds only, I feel.
True. Because South Bombay is generational wealth.
Yeah. For sure.
And, I remember I used to sit down at Sea Link and we used to face the sea. And when we're not facing the sea, we're just looking at everyone's flags. So the whole floors are dedicated to one single family, which have to be 3-4 people. Everyone's rich over there.
But I had to ask one thing, like coming from Delhi, I always had this thing in my mind, why guys you consider Navi Mumbai a part of Mumbai?
We don't.
Why?
Not,
See, the thing, it's not. Many people say that you guys don't consider Noida, Gurgaon part of Delhi.
Acha, okay.
That's NCR. That comes separate state, Uttar Pradesh,
Right.
Haryana. और नवी मुंबई के नाम में मुंबई है
तो
Why not
नहीं नहीं
Mumbai का part?
ने गलती से डाला है. So you tell me, IKEA, where do they build their place? Always outskirts में. It's in Navi Mumbai. तो outskirts हो गया ना Navi Mumbai. It's not city. गाँव है बहुत.
But it's still Mumbai. It's still in Mumbai.
It's not Mumbai. Navi Mumbai is a separate entity altogether.
तो कितना टाइम लगता है उधर मुंबई से नवी मुंबई जाने में?
If you're driving, at least 1.5 hours.
Okay.
So
But
because
it's because now it's become more accessible, but otherwise it used to take long.
So
no, it used to take longer.
Navi Mumbai better than Mumbai?
Infrastructurally, yes. The infrastructure in Navi Mumbai is
new.
it's because it's new and they actually planned it out. So Navi Mumbai is like better developed than Mumbai, but all the Navi Mumbai people catch the CST local and come to Mumbai only for work. So there's no ऐसा ये नहीं.
So ये अंधेरी, बैंड्रा,
This is a
दादर, ये सब
main
Mumbai.
commercial sites.
Yeah.
this is Mumbai. And नवी मुंबई के बड़े बड़े क्या हो? सही
Vashi.
वाशी,
Vashi, yeah.
Worli.
Worli
It's different, yeah. That's all Mumbai.
But you guys are big heavy names, na? दादर, नाला सुपारा,
It's not heavier than Birgaon
South
and Noida.
Noida, Lakshmi Nagar, and Swan.
Lakshmi Nagar is a road for us.
No?
Yeah. So
So you went to Delhi?
no, I'm talking about अपना industrial estate.
Oh, Lakshmi Industrial Estate. Okay.
It's like आज एक ना शिंदे ने दो दादर गिराए.
But नहीं, I love my city.
Yes.
Navi Mumbai is not a part of it,
Hmm.
but still, because at the end of the day, Mumbai is the best city in the world, and I stick by that.
Yeah, Mumbai is the best nightlife. Better than London?
Better than London.
Yeah.
Sure.
And it's so much more safer also.
हाँ.
Yeah.
Like I remember when I came here, like even though my area is safe and everything, that's fine. But I remember I was just like walking out of like the grocery store and I saw this guy. He was actually trying to snatch the trolley from another man. And I mean, it was an old guy. Why do you want to take advantage?
This was in broad daylight or?
Yeah. It was around like 1 or 2. 1 second. I told him coming out of a grocery store. No grocery store is open after 8 over here.
No, 11
हाँ, 11 तक रहता है.
11 तक कुछ ना कुछ रहता है 11 तक. Some
But those are the
Tesco.
locals.
Tesco.
Tesco Express and Sainsbury's local, the smaller ones.
तुम्हारे एरिया में नहीं होता.
हाँ.
My area is in Ghost.
Stratford is a bit shady, you know.
Ouch. It's still zone 2 and 3, not 5.
But I am living a much more comfortable life in zone 5 because I'm away from everything. So
You're so away from everything that you need to take forever to travel.
nahin yaar, travel is also very easy because I live in a very key place. It's called East Jordan. Shout out to the people who stab people.
And it's safe.
It's
Lovely.
Yeah, it's very safe because it depends on where you live at the end of the day. Because I live in a residential place, so there are lots of schools and families. So those areas are more safe compared to
You are less likely to get killed.
yeah.
Yeah, but then there's no fun like student life.
True, I have no fun. But then again, I don't drink, I don't smoke. So,
I mean, that's not
don't
the
have a
only
party.
have fun. We had fun. We made ice cream together 2 days back.
I
had to ask, you have a very diverse group. You know, when Ritika was like, when the classes were still going on, she used to hang out with all the Desi people. ठीक है?
हाँ.
And अभी जब से classes खत्म हुई हैं, she's only hanging out with the foreigner group. So,
But I think that's an inherently Indian thing.
hanging out with foreigners.
No, hang out with Desi people and having one foreigner in your group. Because that is every Indian group that you see now, it's always the same. Like 15 Indians
Yeah.
and one foreign guy.
For the sake of diversity, let's just add one
But
more
for
people.
me, it's the other way because all the others are like Chinese, Taiwanese, and I'm the Indian.
But everyone's Asian, na?
Yeah.
Same thing only. Everyone's been beaten by their parents. So,
It's still better than a Desi guy.
yeah, I agree. I know that's a mistake that we all make. Ki just because we're Desis, because I have seen groups where, people like just become friends because they're Desi. And then like 3 months down the line, everyone realized they hate each other.
Yeah, there's so much drama that I hear from other groups as well. It's crazy.
So funny.
someone likes someone else, someone is gossiping about their best friend.
And still they're hanging out with the same friend and they're bitching about them.
No, it's amazing because the
It's
first
like apne mein Big Boss chal raha hai.
I think
Yeah, but I want to travel in Mumbai local. Seriously.
never travel alone.
Yeah, obviously with someone
You
who
end up traveling alone, you're gonna be robbed.
But it's still better than
Then metro, Delhi metro.
I don't know. Like you're not gonna be robbed for sure. There are certain stations that you're gonna be robbed at. Kurla, Navi Mumbai,
So use Western Railway.
Western Pay, you'll get touched.
Oh, let's not get
Why? It's like harassment.
Not even harassment. So even if like I've heard more women being touched by other women.
Yes, I've been there.
Touch in what sense? Like dhakka vakka maar rahe hain ya, like
Everything.
But there's no personal space.
Because the thing is,
because there's no space.
no, that is one thing. But the thing about Mumbai local is ki when you're so if you're in a general compartment, there's guys and there's a girl in between. The guys will have a little bit of respect unless there's a dickhead. Most of the guys have respect ki हाँ थोड़ा distance रखना है मैडम से. But that's not with women ना. Women are like सब लड़कियाँ ये जहाँ हाथ गया चलेगा. So they will fucking push you from your vagina if they have to. She knows it's true.
And the thing is that even though you don't want to get out, but someone behind you wants to, they will push you out, and then it's impossible to get back in. So unwillingly you have to go to the place that you gotten off at.
Damn. Still you love Mumbai local.
Yes.
Because it's a vibe.
Yeah, it's a vibe, and after like 5-10 years in Mumbai, you realize when you should be taking the local and when you shouldn't. ठीक है.
But have you ever done that, like hang करते ना बाहर ऐसे?
नहीं. I mean, I used some opportunities, but I haven't.
People cutting vegetables.
Yeah, that is very normal. Cutting vegetables, selling like earrings and
Jamming.
Yeah, that bhajan.
Jamming is fun. Like अगर मैं सुबह से 9 AM की class ले रहा हूँ.
That's only happen in the general section. Huh? Women's section में सब मस्ती नहीं होता है. सिर्फ झगड़ा होता है.
But that happened to a friend here also. So she said that she was just walking ऐसे Tower Bridge पे रात को, and there was some guy. He came, like to be specific, I think he was like Nigerian. So he came and then he's like, "Oh, can I hug you?" And she's like, "Oh, no." So then he just said that, "Oh, are you saying no because I'm black?" She's like, "No, I have no intention."
Uno reverse.
Yeah.
Anti-racism card. Oh, that's a good thing, yeah. Big two.
ये काटना पड़ेगा. Please don't say that's a good thing.
But then what did she say?
No, she ran. What will she say? It was 2 o'clock in the night.
Oh, one way. Why is she at Tower Bridge at 2 o'clock in the night? I know.
No, it's fun. It's fun. I've been there at 2.
But you're a guy.
With my friends. I've never been there alone, even a guy. It's fun. It's a vibe. Tower Bridge, you have some drinks in your hands. It's all light up. It's good.
No, but I've noticed this city is very unsafe. Even for a guy.
So,
Because Mumbai is very safe. For a guy, it's very safe. For a girl also, it's comparatively quite safe.
I actually never felt scared when I was walking like at 2 in the night also in Mumbai.
I forget scared. I was coming back.
Delhi, na?
But then I shouldn't, na. No,
You should.
Even Delhi, we have seen like worse. So the thing about Delhi is, like, I remember I called one of my friends. He had shifted to Delhi from Mumbai. Okay, and Delhi has been having the rumors. I mean, what rumors? It has a reality. Yeah, it has its reputation for being a bad city, right? So I call him up, and he's a strong guy. Okay, he's a strong guy. I call him up, and I'm like, bro, is it real? Like, is it very unsafe for girls in Delhi? And he's like, bro, it's unsafe for me in Delhi. What are you talking about? So that day I realized that this fucker can't be safe.
Yeah, it's not safe. That is true, but there's a misconception about Delhi people. Like that
You can't defend it, buddy.
Yeah, the people.
Yeah. No, but Delhi people, I'll tell you one thing. The
People think they're
normal people in
loud,
Delhi-
aggressive, show off, rude, arrogant.
They are.
All true.
No, they are not.
Really?
You really are denying that. Have you seen the people in our class?
Some of them are. Not
Some
all of them.
beautiful ones in your accommodation as well.
What? Coming back to the Mumbai thing, we have to edit this, bro.
Can't be, can't be.
I can't go there.
No, but if you stand like two groups, one is from Delhi, one is from Mumbai, you can tell. Yeah, you can actually tell. And I don't want to be racist, but this is how it is. So my first day was MATLAB classes. MATLAB is a software for coding, for those of you who don't know. And I sat, and the first thing I realized that I don't know anything. And I was so scared. The first 2-3 weeks of my college have been the worst of my academic life.
A whole month, bro. Whole month.
No. For you, it's the whole sem. I've never seen you. I saw you first day, the drinks reception, and then Sida in the second term. And then just on WhatsApp, hey, what's this exam about?
Simran and Ritika were my go-to person. एक दिन मुझे kids का mail आया, like you haven't opened this module, is everything all right? Are you having some difficulties?
Mental health and well-being. It's good, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good uni.
But talking about Kings, how are you liking it here?
I mean, it's nice. Initially, it was like very different, lot to take in as well. Because I think like in terms of studies also, it's quite different like what we were used to back at home. This is like a lot more research based as well. They expect that you go beyond what is taught. So it took some time to get a hold of it. But I think it's nice, it's fun. And you do get to learn a lot.
But what my real question is the 31 lakhs worth it?
Let's not.
I think by the
I would
time
have sleepless nights.
leave this college will cover all the things.
Yeah, I think we'll have to.
You for sure will. Sleeping here.
We have paid 30.
It's very comfortable to sleep here. I don't think we should be telling people that we're sleeping here.
No, let's keep this place underrated. No.
No, but I think the facilities wise, infrastructure and everything, brilliant, 10 on 10. But apart from that, I don't see amazing things that you'd expect from an Ivy League. Because at the end of the day, we are an Ivy League school. Flex. But yeah, I think the library is brilliant.
Yeah, the library is brilliant.
All of them. Because I went to...
The Waterloo one is also quite good.
It's very good. And I mean, it doesn't have a well-being room as far as I know. But the Waterloo is massive. And it's nice and open. Like, Mon is very sectioned off and closed, right? So the Waterloo is very open.
And you have like your personal fort.
Yeah, that's the best thing in Waterloo. And what about faculty?
Faculty is nice. Actually, I got to interact a lot with them because of being a student rep. And I think the best thing is that they're very receptive to whatever feedback. Like, I remember for one module, we actually, gave a little bit of negative feedback as well. And we could see the faculty incorporating it and, changing their methods just to suit us. So, I mean, it's nice that, they take it so positively. They're very accommodating as well.
Yeah.
But I think that's an advantage in a EA. I've noticed this one thing. In non-STEM courses now, the students and everything are very, together. Like, they interact with each other and they communicate. And that's a good thing because when you all communicate to the teacher, there's bound to be change. Now, there was this one module, I won't name it, and we were having a lot of trouble with it. Okay, no one was understanding shit in that module. And all of us were like, guys, we should email, at least one of us should say ki this many people have a problem and please do something about change the teacher or something, because that's what we wanted. We wanted to change the teacher. Yeah, we wanted to change the teacher because the teacher was the style of teaching was very raw. It was very bad. So not that he's unqualified, he's very smart, but not all smart people are good teachers, right?
Yeah.
So, and I was like, let's do this. Let's, ask our head of the department to do this. But everyone was like, no, why should we risk his job? And I'm like, he's not going to get fired. It's only one module. He's like, you can't expect, someone to get fired just because you're having, and I think it's more important that we should be able to study.
Yeah.
And I think STEM people are very bad that way. STEM people don't concentrate and coordinate that as a कि ठीक है अगर हो रहा है तो हो रहा है कर लो, which is very wrong. But I've seen कि psychology is still STEM, but international marketing, digital marketing course, management, the business school people, they're also doing all this, but they don't have the problems that we do, which is very annoying, honestly.
But I think, like, at least for us, the staff, like the faculty we have, they're all like really well qualified. Some of them have a lot of industry experience as well. So even though like the course is more theoretical, it's just that even if we go speak with them one on one, because of the kind of experience they've had, they're always available to help us.
The faculty, in terms of qualifications, there is no doubt. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, as I said, Ivy League, so it has to be. They can't just hire anyone. And yeah, but there was one teacher who was overqualified for his job. Okay, he was like super smart, Indian guy.
Of course.
Indian guy, super smart. He was a teaching assistant, so he would do tutorials. So all the rest of the people that taught us the tutorials were like, taught us like, look, they don't know anything and will teach accordingly. This guy taught that they should know this, so I'll teach accordingly. So he was teaching on a PhD level. And we are just struggling, like whatever. And then what happened? We attended a different batch, okay? So the timings are also different, right, for tutorials. So we attended a different batch, and he teaches much better in the other batches than he taught in our batch. So people just stopped coming to that batch. At one point, it was just 3 or 4 of us, and we're just sitting around, and he's dryly, yeah, this is how you do it. This is how you do it.
Obviously, you'll also not be motivated.
No one cares. So it's very idiotic in a sense, ki how they teach, but the qualifications have always been up to standards, basically.
What do you think about the mental health and well-being support?
I think you would be the better one to ask.
Yeah. You've used it the most.
Not the room. The facility. As staff support.
I think because I haven't used it personally, but the fact that they make sure that we know that there is such a thing available is very good, because I get reminders all the time.
Yeah.
Before exams, before, when the holiday season comes, Easter and Christmas, they were like very actively making sure that the students knew that you guys do have support, which is a very good thing.
And they check, that, okay, are you going to be in London, or is someone going back home? If someone is in London, then they ensure that, there are some activities keeping them occupied as well.
Exactly.
So no one feels alone as such.
Yeah, that I agree. Like, I have used the mental health and well-being support services. It was December. Ilya helped a lot. Like, our module, research and marketing. I reached out to her that I'm having difficulties specifically in your module. And it was like homesickness, loneliness, and a lot of other things. So she wrote a whole statement for me that I'll fast track because getting the mental health support is difficult. Once you get it, it's nice, but it's very difficult. Like, there's too many applications. She wrote a statement for me, so I got the appointment very quickly, like within 1 week. So I had a counselor. She talked to me.
But there's a very easy way to get it fast tracked, right? I think you know what I'm talking about.
No.
You should just say you want to kill yourself.
Oh my God.
You'll get it within like 1 day.
But then you're just taking someone else's fault.
Yeah, but I mean...
And probably someone else might actually want to.
And the college chapel, Tim, he also helped me. Like, I went to one therapy session with him.
Okay.
It was very helpful. Like, every campus of us, Waterloo Strand has one college chapel.
Yeah.
Oh, what's nice.
It was nice. So yeah, on mental health and well-being, I would say...
Even accommodation has it. So basically, like my flatmates, they had some sort of argument as well. So for that, like they were reaching out to the mental health like officers in the accommodation. So it was actually someone who stays in the accommodation as a student actually, and who has been staying since like a while, 1 or 2 years. So they know and they're well acquainted as well.
In the accommodation,
Yeah.
for
Yeah. So
Yeah, so the best part I think about the accommodations are I've seen that they hire people who live there, or at least students from Kings.
it's easier for them to consider as well. And obviously, like if the student feels that that person was unable to solve my query, then they have another person on top of them who you can reach out to, like send like an entire email explaining what your situation is, and the action that you think should be taken, what is right for you to get the justice or whatever. Because there was like a really bitter argument that happened in my accommodation, so which is why like my friend, he was reaching out to the team, so that's how I know. Because actually there, no offense, but there is a lot of racism that happens as well, even in the accommodation. So it's not in mine, but a friend of mine, she stays in another accommodation. So basically what she said that there are people who discriminate, but just against Indians. I don't know what is with people. They just hate Indians. They want to isolate them, be mean to them, treat them differently, not listen to their needs. But our beautiful Indians, not only group projects, but even like individual exams. I've got people messaging me saying that, hey, can you just send me your entire answer? Don't worry, I won't copy. And the best thing is, I've not spoken to the guy at all. So how do you have the guts to ask, okay, Chalo, you want to discuss? You want to, know, okay, what the answer would be and everything, fine. That's understandable to a certain extent. You can't ask for my entire answer. And I've never spoken to you.
We're talking about answers. Over here, there's a concept that is non-existent in India, which is plagiarism.
Quillbot.
now it's AI card, AI channel.
ये नहीं डाल सकता पर sponsor नहीं है Quillbot. But yeah, नहीं, but plagiarism का concept we didn't have in India. Because first of all, we had written exams. Second of all, we were told to plagiarize. We were told that this is the answer, write this.
I don't think in India the faculty actually checks the.
No, there is no concept.
No, I've heard people have written like song lyrics in the middle of the answer just to make it know.
No, but yeah, this is true. The song lyrics thing is true. It has happened. But in India, because over here they want original answers. And the first semester I was like, what the fuck is an original answer? I'll memorize the entire textbook and write it down. But I've never wrote up my own. And I'm like, what do I write? And that's why I got like very less marks. I got like 60s in my first semester.
But that, so what we were told that's considered good.
Okay. Take 2. I mean part 2. And action. So, talking about money, I think everyone knows London is expensive.
Damn expensive too.
Like coming from Mumbai, especially, where you could have food, like a big meal in 50 pence. Like a big meal in 50 pence. London is very brutal.
50 pence is 50 rupees
50 rupees.
for a Desi audience.
Yeah, on a Desi audience, 50 rupees. And for our Brits, 50 pence. But
In 50 pence, you get one Shimla Mirch.
in 50 pence, you don't even get a bottle of water over here.
Yeah, 90p.
So it's just like, it's too expensive. And how did you guys manage your money at the start?
I do have a part-time job, so I'm not finding it that difficult. Just because I have a part-time job, so yeah, I'm very much. So what about you?
Actually, what I did was basically I opened 2 different bank accounts. So one is like HSBC, one is Lloyd's. So one is like my main account, and usme se I keep on transferring in the other account little. So it's not that when I open my bank app, it's not that I'm looking at an entire amount and I'm like, okay, fine, let's go tap your, and pay. I look at like a smaller amount, so I know, okay, I'm restricted to this, and then it helps me, learn better.
Yeah, that's a good hack. That even I have heard about it. Like, you should make money inaccessible for you.
Yeah, that is true.
Use more cash. Tap-in is like,
I think a lot of my friends actually do that. They remove cash because cash is more tangible. So, you feel it when you're spending it. So when a 20-pound note goes, you're like, "Ah." So, but I don't like cash, man, because there are a lot of places that don't accept cash, first of all. I mean, our own college cafes and laptops doesn't cash. And lots of central London is going cashless as far as I've seen.
And it's really difficult to carry all that change. And so many coins, yeah.
And it's risky. It's risky as well. If I held that, knife point or something, I can just clear my phone and like, look, karo jo karna. And yeah, but managing money here was very difficult. The first few months I was very stingy. Okay, so then I realized,
For me, it was opposite.
acha.
Yeah, same. It was opposite for me.
Because
The first few months I spent like a lot, bro. Like that I regret now. That I shouldn't have spent that much.
Yeah, this restaurant, chalo, let's go.
Exactly. The thing was, you're trying to socialize.
Yeah.
Everyone is spending too much. And you can't say I don't want to spend, so you're just stacking.
Well, and then mama was like, हाँ, you're living away from home, comfortable life होनी चाहिए. तो करो tap, comfortable life.
No, but I was because I was lucky. First of all, I was living at a family friend's place for the first one. So all my food and all was sorted. So I was coming back to a warm meal and everything, ghar ka khana and everything. And so I didn't have to spend a lot in terms of food and everything. And then when I was going out, obviously, I don't think on a good day in London, you spend 20 pounds if you're having a dinner with your friends. I think you don't spend more than 20. And
40, bro.
Sometimes it goes to
depends on
50.
the restaurant, but average.
If you're going to a pub and you're spending on some drinks,
Yeah, well, I don't drink or smoke, so I have like a completely different, yeah. So I'm not spending on drinking or smoking, so it's mainly food, and we prefer places that are, like
I've seen a lot of restaurants have like student discounts as well now.
exactly. And I've seen places where if they notice that you're a student, they just what do you call it? They don't do the service charge. They remove it.
no, they do.
Just because you're a student. So I went to, Shapur, right in front of our college, beside Somerset House. So we just walked in and he gave us a discount and he was like, "Are you guys students?" And he was like, "Okay." And he took the bill away. He came back with a new bill and he reduced the discount.
Because I always have to justify, like when I'm with my friends, that why do I want to remove the service charge? They'll actually question and like stand there for a moment trying to understand and let it seep in. And like, oh, we are students. Okay. But was there anything wrong with the service? You're like, no, it's just that we are students. So
No, it's just that we are broke.
Yeah. I mean, it's so fair. I mean, it's their right to question it as well. I mean, I understand what's their problem with this, but I think answering it as like, I am a student is fair enough as well.
yeah.
I think even they understand because a lot of them are also students. So, and yeah, but honestly, money managing, I had there was this 1 or 2 months. I think this was holiday time. So I was at home most of the time and I didn't want to cook because I was so lazy. You just give up at one point. And so I was ordering a lot of food. And then by the 25th or something, I realized I was out of cash. And I was like, oh no. Luckily, I had when I came here, I carried some cash, right? So I didn't use that anywhere. So luckily, I had that. Varna, you get to a point because over here in Mumbai, you can be broke. Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Mumbai, India.
India, you can.
In India, you can be broke.
Somehow you can manage.
Yeah, because it's very cheap.
Yeah.
It's very cheap in India. You can live on 10 rupees per day in India. If you have lived long enough and you know where to eat, 10 to 20 rupees per day you can live. Over here, bloody traveling is 165 minimum.
So that happened to me once. I was in Oxford Street with my pub friend Kevin, that I miss so much now.
What happened to him?
We used to go out after every shift and had some drinks and all.
He left the place.
No, he left the place.
Why are you acting like he died?
He's not gonna come back. No, that was a shit place.
So you can go meet him.
Lives far, some zone 3 or
8, zone 8.
That's the India. Yeah. So I went out with him after the shift and I ran out of money. I couldn't go back to home. I'm texting my Indian friend Hastika. She's very nice. Hey bro, can you transfer some? I can't come back home. So she just sent me 30 pounds or 50. I don't remember. That happened.
That's nice. That's nice. I remember there was like, I think a week to go for the end of the month, and I didn't have money. So I called my dad. I'm like, can you send me next month thoda sa now? Like, so I was like, he was like, how much you want? I'm like, 20 should be enough. And so he sent me, like a typical father, he sent me more.
Yeah.
Okay, he sent me 50, and that 50 was finished before. Because over here I've realized that if you're traveling, it's expensive.
Yeah.
I saw one saw.
I mean, there is a cap. There is a 14-pound cap, right? 14 or something pound cap.
Yeah.
7.7.
No.
But that's like zone 1 and 2.
So there's the anywhere you travel from, right, in London, if you're using your Oyster or normal card, if you exceed 14 pounds, after that you don't get charged anything.
My first question, why are you traveling so much in a day?
Because I like going places. So
The places should be lectures.
see, that is the problem, not lectures only. Because we come here and then, so my first few days were like this. I used to come here. Then after lectures end like at 12, 3 max, okay? And there were some stupid lectures that would be at 7.
Which you refuse to attend.
We would, because everyone's waiting, so we all would wait. That was a good thing.
We were very lucky in that sense. Like 9 to 12 lectures.
But for us, it was like 2 batches. Some people had it in
1, 2, 4.
So that was only
3 to 6 also
3 to 6.
on each channel.
3 to 6.
Never heard about it.
No, that's too much. So we had a tutorial, and the worst part was the day would start at 9 a.m. Okay, 9 to 11 we would have a lecture or 2 tutorials, and then there would be a lecture directly at 6:30. So we're just waiting throughout the day in campus. People who live nearby get to go, but I'm in zone 5, someone is zone 3, so they're not going back because that's stupid. You have to pay so much.
Yeah. But why didn't you take a pass?
I took a pass at the start, but then I realized that it's cheaper for me not to take a pass.
Okay.
And the thing is, I don't travel by tube. I travel by National Rail, overground. So, I guess when you take the bus from Stratford, the last stop you can come to City Thameslink, right? If you ever come by bus.
No, just 2.
Okay, just cute. Okay, so if you come by
Bus was taking me 2 hours.
Bus takes me 20 minutes.
No one asked to.
brother, I have to take 3 buses if I want to come here.
Yeah, same, and I'll have to change buses.
Zone 1 privilege.
No, but I think there's a bus for you that comes directly from Stratford to City Thameslink. And City Thameslink is still a 10-minute walk from college. So it's very, so for me, obviously, I take the National Rail, which is like 280 for my trip. And then 280 ho jata hai. And then if I'm going somewhere else, if I want to go to a museum or something, so we'll take the tube or we'll take the bus. So that's kind of one thing I've realized about London. The bus connectivity in central London is not as good as it is in the outskirts.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because if you want to travel within central London, you have to use the tube. And the tube is expensive, which is very annoying to me.
I think they've done it strategic. It's taken on.
Exactly. But अभी तो बस का भी प्राइस बढ़ाते हैं यार 175 हो गया 165 से and I just feel
It's just not a student city, yeah.
But it's been rated the best student city, number 1 on the list.
because of
The
drinking.
experience.
Because I feel as the student who doesn't drink or smoke or go clubbing, after 7:30 there's nothing for me to do in the city except to go to a friend's house and hang with them.
We call you to make ice cream next.
Yes, please.
And
So
you
we know you.
clean the kitchen.
You can start charging here.
12 pounds per hour. I am getting 10 points.
But that's a more challenging job.
Cleaning the kitchen.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not when you have not
You
air
have to
kitchen.
pour drinks. Open a can of Red Bull, put it in a glass and give it. How difficult is that?
Dude, she's saying bartending is easy.
And
We have so much pressure. First of all,
you
it's
don't
just,
even make drink.
I make drinks.
Acha, what do you know how to make?
I told you that I don't make drinks when it was in September. I was just starting out. I'm a professional.
You expected me that you're going to leave your part-time in a month and progress.
Then I didn't get then I didn't get anything. I tried to switch. I didn't get anything.
But that is one thing about here, okay? If you settle on something,
Yeah.
you settle on it, then you're like, because everything is a hassle over here.
Now
Everything is a hassle.
Because you constantly can't have so many things changing in life.
No, but still, yeah. I mean, because look, when I came here, I was looking for an accommodation. It was such a hassle because when I came here, it was the peak crisis, like when they were having the economic crisis, the rates were crashing and everything. So the rent hike prices were very high. So something like zone 6 or something will be costing more than zone 1, which is very stupid.
we're actually living in the worst time to live in London.
Yeah.
Cost of living crisis, government.
You're supposed to encourage people to come.
Don't come to London. No, go to Manchester.
No, there's nothing there. I've been there. There's nothing in Manchester.
Go to Cambridge.
There's nothing there as well. Like
Hey, Cambridge is nice.
Cambridge as a place, no Cambridge.
They have college in Cambridge as well, right? You know, no?
Oh, one of my flatmates, she thought she was applying for the one in Cambridge. And then she just like got admission here. And that's when she realized that she applied to the one in London. My mistake.
But like, it's literally, it's our name. King's College London is the name.
Because people are just too smart.
I love how all the Indians are describing their college to be, oh, we have the Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum college. When it's not this college, you know that, right?
It's not that.
It's not our campus. So it is King's College, but it's the Cambridge
one.
And everyone's like, oh yeah, they didn't strand only. I'm like, no, we didn't.
But they do.
I had hopes to shoot the song. The pool.
But they did shoot the song of Jab Tak Hai Jaan
Here?
in Somerset House. That is Sawa song.
That was Somerset?
Yeah, Somerset House.
Okay. I thought that was Oh No Wait a Night.
No, that was Somerset House.
Okay. But our college is in a lot of movies, you know that, oh? Like even Mon Library, it is in one movie, but the place in the movie they show it to be France and it's supposed to be a church. I think we're done. I think इसको ये करना पड़ेगा.
देखो देखना मुझे नहीं पता भाई.
मुझे तो ना पता तेरा कैमरा है.
तू भी आ.
Is it a battery issue?
नहीं.
Good night.